Welcome to Hits and Hoops. My man Dixon and I are here tonight to talk to you about week one. Week one is in the books, and it was a fun week one. A lot of craziness on the field and what happened to me on Sunday. But I'll get into that in a little bit. But how we doing, Dixon?
Y'all liking the new setup? I was reading the comments, episode one. They were saying it was ratchet. They were saying it was trap house. They were like, "Is that a Bob Sanders jersey?" Yes, it was. But no, we switched it up today. Shout out Z Flores in the background. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, feeling fresh, feeling good, ready to go. Week one in the books. Let's tackle this thing.
Yeah, so Sunday or yesterday, right before the Dolphins game, my son's face blew up. He got like two spider bites or spider or insect bites in his
Turned
face.
oh, man, didn't he?
He looked crazy, man. And it was like right before 4 o'clock before the Dolphin game started. And I just looked at him and I said, I have to take him. It was just even
Yeah,
after medicine and anything.
yeah, yeah.
But I pretty much watched the first half on my phone with him because he likes Tyreek Hill because he has a Tyreek Hill jersey. So when he sees Tyreek on the screen, he gets pumped. So it was a loud doctor's visit. You know what I mean?
But what happened though? He's
It's
good.
just he reacts.
Venomous.
He just react when he gets bit by bugs. He reacts. That's how his skin reacts. It's
Yeah,
just how he's always been. But this one happened to be, by his eyes.
I would, yeah, take him immediately. You never know. It could have been
Yeah.
venomous. It could be
It,
allergic.
yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Finns Chargers, the game of the weekend as a non-Dolphin fan, and the game of the year. I mean, one game in. Um, as a Dolphin fan, I mean, you go. Floor is yours, bro.
I mean, it was a slugfest, like in the offensive terms. You know what I'm saying? The shootout, all Western, and neither offense was being stopped. Like it was just back and forth. We couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop us. If we knew how to hike the damn ball, would have been an easier win. I mean, what was that all about? Three fumbles. We recovered two, gave one up, but that's just elementary stuff. So that was quite concerning. But this is giving me a lot of reminiscence of last year versus Baltimore. Same type of game, kind of a comeback was more in the Baltimore game, but the same type of shootout going against a great quarterback and Tua holding his own weight. Man, Tyreek, dude, different. Like he made Jalen Waddle don't look fast. And Jalen Waddle's like one of the fastest dudes in the league, but there's levels. Ain't no one on his level. So what did you think about it? I mean, it was crazy.
I mean, from the Tua and the Tyreek Hill aspect, it was incredible. I mean, I just feel like after this game, Tua helped his reputation in the NFL world. Not only solidified, as a Dolphin fan, but seeing what he can do, and there's other players, there's other quarterbacks around the league that have an awesome receiver, but they're not, they kind of carry the quarterback.
They're not
I mean,
putting up top three opening game numbers all time, top five.
yeah, I mean, it was incredible. But as a team game, I mean, offensively, we can move the ball anytime we want. We punted one time.
And the way
Defense,
so like refreshing. You're never gonna see the same play twice.
yeah, and defensively, I mean, what I thought they were doing it just wasn't working. But it was kind of it was kind of like they were containing their offense, like so they couldn't go deep, and that's why I felt like at the end of the game is where they started to blitz more, just throw more rushers instead of the front four because they would get close, and then as soon as they sent that extra help, it just I mean that last drive was incredible, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, for sure. Had to get the stop. But man, like that one throw.
The one throw with Tyreek, I mean, that
Just
just
fourth quarter, come back, step up in the pocket, and throw a bomb.
yeah.
That was so smooth. And I mean, that was the best throw of the game, but really all game, he was just zipping it in there. Like even the commentators were like, yo, he's zipping it in there. Tight coverage, like throwing bullets. He looks way stronger this year. He looks way more confident. Body language is better. Post game is better.
Yo, one of the
Yeah,
things one of the things
that
that I
dude.
that I noticeably was better is when he would throw on the run. And he's lefty, so he runs, toward that side of the field. And the way he on the run kind of cocked back and put as much as he got into it, that was impressive. And he was successful in a lot of them.
Wow.
So I mean it defensively, hopefully they figured something out later into the game because they were just not trying to fight him deep. That's what it seemed like.
I'm
And
telling you, it's like, don't even worry defensively. Not many NFL teams stopping that Chargers offense. So yeah,
yeah,
we
I
could have
mean,
a lot better, but let's not forget who we were playing. Not a lot of teams are gonna stop that offense.
hey,
I'm good. Made it almost in time.
yeah, I mean, this is Dixon time. So like Dixon time, you're on time, but real
I heard
real
like the equation to it is like multiply by 3, subtract 10, and then you should be there.
yeah, something around there. Um Niners Steelers was one of the other games I focused on. Um Niners still look they got a chokehold on the league with that team. They were the best team that I watched on Sunday for real. They now and I wasn't big I wasn't high on the Steelers myself, but they made them look like a D3 school. Not,
JV.
and just the offense, um maybe not a D3 school. Maybe that was a little harsh, but because Steelers made some plays. But they offensively, I mean, McCaffrey is I think he's the best weapon in the league. He can do so many things and make so many things work. They use him in so many ways, and it's like football. It's like football porn. It really is. Like the way they use the receivers with Ayuk and Samuel and Kittle's in the middle. He. It seems like he likes to block more and like hit people more than he likes catching the ball. And I mean that's a good problem to have if you're a tight end and you can do what he can do. But from the Steelers side, yes, I think Niners they're probably the best team after week one. And I mean, it's week one, you can't overreact, but they played the best week one to me. I know another game we're going to be talking about in a little bit. Score was a little bit wider. Um, but I think they were the best team. The Niners were the best team. But the Steelers, man, I think Pickett looked below average. The offense looked so like simple. Um, One thing that blows my mind is how Najee Harris is a non-factor now,
Ben.
and I don't understand. And I was thinking about it today, and it's kind of messed up, but I think it's the truth. Is he's one of the main reasons you don't draft someone high and pay them because this is his third year, and he's already like they're gonna look for a replacement soon. Think about it.
You have a better chance catching me having a 100-yard game than him.
And he was good. His rookie year, he was fire. I remember him being like a fantasy top pick and all that stuff. Like he was one of those guys.
I had him his second year. Huge letdown every week.
Yeah, it is what it is. And let's go into a game that you wanted to talk about closely.
I mean, I was happy to see it. Let the man bake, let the man cook. Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel 2.0, the real version,
Oh snap!
the one that didn't party the night before, the one that didn't do a line before the game, the real version. But like I told you with the Vikings, there's no way they're gonna have so many wins and so many close games. Like they were an all-time best team in terms of winning those close games. Like they won every close game last year. That's unrealistic. A little bit of luck, a little bit of momentum, a little bit of injury, all played a part of that. And when they were in this close game, I was like, it could happen. But man, I got to shout out to Baker because he started off the game so, but he didn't lose the game. He kept it afloat. And then when that second half hit, he really just started getting his confidence back. I mean, you could see it throughout the game. And he's a player that plays with a lot of confidence, a lot of pizzazz, a lot of poise. And yo, not many people are gonna talk about this duo, but every time I see this duo, I'm highly impressed. No, I'm not talking about Mike Evans and Godwin. I'm talking about Levante David and White. Devin
Devin
White
White, hell yeah, yeah, you're right.
go
Yeah,
crazy. Like if you watch the game, if you pay attention to defense, those two dudes are flying sideline to sideline every play. And when they hit you, they stop you in your tracks. You're not breaking a tackle off one of them. So it was nice to see that because, like for example, Brady's run there, the defense was very good. Um, so just to see that those two staples of the defense were still there, obviously the two staples of the offense and Evans and Godwin, and just seeing Baker thrive again. Man, I was rooting for the kid. You know what I'm saying? I went to college too.
yeah. I wanted to ask you, and I hate to be negative, Nancy. Baker wins. That's great. I don't know who they play next week. Baker wins, right? He's 1-0, Bucks debut. What do you think it would take for him to get benched and to solidify a starting job?
He got to go at least 500.
At least 500. And so what do you think it would be take for her to take for them to put in Kyle Trask? Like five L's in a row or something, 6 L's in a row?
Yeah, like a losing streak or high interception games, or more like the losing streak.
Yeah.
Um, Probably on a light thread, but it's not like they have diamond in the rough at backup either. So I don't think they're as quick to pull the trigger on him as another team would be. If you had like a prominent rookie quarterback waiting in the loom, then you'd be a little bit more trigger happy. But for now, I think it's secure, and he matches the city. Tampa is a very turned city,
He matches the city.
very college city. So man,
Hell yeah. Who matches Miami? Tyreek?
yeah, for sure.
In a couple different ways. Another game we wanted to discuss was the beatdown of Sunday night. Uh, Giants
40
and Giant.
a 40-piece donut is crazy.
Yo, that's crazy. And national TV. I mean, that's rough.
Yeesh.
40-0. I mean, there was a lot of bad weather games this weekend. That was a bad weather game. But man, both teams are playing in it, right? And I feel, watching that game at all, as much as Dallas's DA was incredible. Incredible. Them
35
in
Afghan.
them in 40 San Francisco had the best defense all weekend. I mean, Parsons' problem. For real, for real. But I think they could even score. I think it could have been like in the 50s-0 because they settled for a lot of field goals. So if they would have got maybe a couple more first downs,
On offense. They didn't even have to do much on offense.
yeah, they just took the ball away and that was it. Um, Yeah, what were your thoughts on that?
I mean, if you've seen the game, like it was theirs to be. Like in an NFL game, when you got things like a block punt, a tip, pick six, like that breaks momentum like crazy, crazier than just a regular offensive touchdown. So they were able to get like huge special teams plays, like you said, all those field goals. And man, when you're got that great of a defense, you really only need either the special teams or the offense to show up. So um, yeah, I mean, not a hole in that defense. And like you said, their offense didn't even get activated. You know, they should have a lethal offense as well.
Yeah, I agree. But just a few things I wanted to just quick just call it rapid fire. Rapid fire rant, okay? Really quick. Um Titans lose by 1, but Tannehill throws 3 picks. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey,
Shout
get
out
the
Tannehill.
fuck out of here, Tannehill. Like, bro,
If
how many years has it been since that 1 year? Like, we're still riding the coattail of that 1 year when they beat Brady in the playoffs. That's
yeah,
what we're.
2019. Year that changed our lives. Next game, Russell. They lost by 1. He averaged 6 yards a throw and he had 27 completions. That's rough. That's not much better than what he did last year, and that's unfortunate. Um, Bengals taking a major L. I feel like they get a slide. They've been to 2 AFC championships in a row. Everybody has a stinker. You want to forget about that game. But a lot of their star players having barely
Let's
any
go.
impact. It's tough. Ravens didn't really impress me. I think next week they'll probably be sharper. You know, Lamar will be sharper, and I think they'll really put a beat down because Lamar had 2 fumbles. They were kind of sloppy at times. It kind of seemed like it was, I think it was like 6-9 or 6-12, a long time. But next week I think they'll be sharper. Lawrence is a winner. Um, him leading that team, and I think you were right about Ridley. He had the half of his career yesterday. When I saw that stat, I thought of you right away because you called that, and he
Yeah.
was nasty. Even
Half.
Zay Jones, he was looking really good. That team looks really good. Josh Allen on the defensive end, that team looks really good. Their offense, they impressed me, but I think the Colts are going to be a lot better than I anticipated too. Richardson was the best rookie quarterback yesterday.
You know why?
Tell me why.
They got the offensive coordinator from Philadelphia from last year.
Good call. Yeah.
One thing that you always pointed out to me, like, yo, don't just pay attention to players and head coaches, pay attention to these coordinators. Because that's really who's in the field calling plays, like developing game plans. So we seen that week 1 with how good the Colts played and how decent Philadelphia played.
Yeah. I mean, I really, to be honest, I never thought about that, but good call. Um, he was the best. He did nothing crazy. I think it was like 175 in the air and 50 on the ground. He did get hurt at the end of the game, but I think out of the other 2 rookies, major rookies that played, and even some of the second year guys, Sam Howell is Heineke 2.0. If he gets better, great, but to me it was like Heineke with a different number. It's fun. He made mistakes and he made plays. Like he ran a touchdown in, stuff like that. Um, Atlanta says that they don't trust Ritter. He had 18 pass attempts. I think he completed 15. 9 of them were to the running backs, and both the running backs had 35 touches together in the air and on the ground, and they balled.
But hey, yo, the scariest part is that might work though.
Yeah, it might with the defense. I mean,
Ooh,
right.
so a triple threat going,
Mm-hmm.
dangerous.
Yes. So
Like
I
fun.
really like that that run game. That was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah, they're doing something really unique down there in the A.
I know you saw Bijan's screen past Juke, right?
first move was
Golly, you saw him fall?
that first move was like, bro, you just glitched. Like you're
Yo,
not supposed
he
to move that fast, that quick, that powerful in just an inch of space.
yeah, that was awesome. Um, Bryce Young, yikes.
I mean, I
He
feel
didn't look good. I mean, first game can't put too much into it, but man, he didn't look good. Jesse Bates had 2 picks on him.
yeah,
Welcome to Atlanta.
I think he'll be all right.
And then last but not least, uh Chiefs lost the game more than the Lions won. All right, and that's all I got.
Hey, hold on. I could have swore like I heard someone like, but he's not a professional, but like his takes are professional. So I mean, I should have just went on this like minute one, but
Man, I was hoping you forgot about it.
just to recap everything, like you were saying, Eminem, 8 Mile, T Grizzly, stand up. I'm on Detroit bandwagon. Yeah, they're looking good, man. This guy Goff, I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I do know what happened. He went from the suburbs of LA, the rich suburbs of LA, and he went to the hood of 8 Mile. So of course he manned up, learned his lessons, and now he's just turned into a really good quarterback. And shout out Dan Campbell. Shout out Dolphins family tree.
um Now one last thing that we're gonna do at the end of each week, we're gonna have a player of the week. It's the first one, so you go first, man. Who's your player of the week?
I mean, gotta be Tua. Like, dude, historic opening day numbers. And just the resiliency, like, you could have easily given up at any point in that game. Like, the Chargers were not stopping. So, yeah, man, I got to go with Tua. And he really made the O line look a lot better than it actually is.
Yeah, shout out them for real.
Yeah.
Without Armstead, yeah, that was awesome. They protected him really good. He moved in the pocket really well too. My player of the week is actually on the same team, Tyreek Hill. 11 catches, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the best thing about it is that he would come in at those moments, third down, second and longs. I mean, he had a 47-yard touchdown. Just when the times he made plays, it was the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Yeah, exactly.
His impact
Clutch.
was tremendous for real. But you got anything you want to add to week one before we go take our break real quick?
I mean, back on the 49ers real quick, since, I was shooting the man down. I mean, Brock Purdy looked like he just having fun out there with them boys.
Yep, that's one thing I forgot to mention. He looked
He
like he did the part.
Like he in the backyard just playing with buddies he's known his whole life. So I really like the swagger he's playing with. But hey, guess what? I'm doubling down. I'm not buying that shit. Let him get touched by Aaron Donald. Let him get touched by Khalil Mack, and then we'll see how he plays after.
Hey, he just played TJ Watt, so I mean,
he got him. He got him one time. He made him fumble. As soon as he touched him, he fumbled. I don't know if you saw that part. So, I mean, that's what I needed to see, but it's the same thing with the Niners every year, bro. Like, let's not do this to ourselves. Obviously, when they control the game, they're as dominant as a team. What happens when they have to trail from behind? We're going to see.
Yeah, we're going to see. All right, man. We're going to take a quick break. NBA, Team USA 2023. What are we going to do? One thing I wanted to ask you. One thing I wanted to ask you is what do you think about what is it? Morning routine videos that people record of themselves. That's one thing on the internet I hate it. I hate it. That's the type of stuff that makes me want to get off of social media. That's the type of stuff that makes me wish that there were people on social media saying, "Oh yeah, we can't have like they can't have a phone." You know what I mean?
I mean, at first, I thought it was dope. At
Okay.
first, like, when it first dropped, I followed like the two guys. They were low key though, like 20K followers.
Super low key. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
My God, right? So I thought it was cool at first, but then when it became a trend, you know what messed it up for me when I saw someone do like a skit of like a behind the scenes, and I really,
Oh,
bro, and I really thought about it. I'm like, hold on. They waking up, putting their phone on a tripod with a light, setting it all up, getting back to bed, pretending like they're going to sleep, and then waking back up.
they're getting out of bed like the Undertaker.
Like, come on, bro. Once I noticed it was like that, I'm like, oh nah, that's fool. Like, really think about it. You see someone in public, like doing a TikTok, imagine like seeing them do it. They're gonna look ridiculous. Martin, y'all can keep it down a little bit. Thank you. Yep.
3, 2. Welcome back to Hits and Hoops. We're gonna talk about Team USA really quick. We both just have a few things to say to it. It's it's not familiar territory with them losing, as much as they have been, and it's not hasn't even been a handful of games. Um, I know this is like it's not the it's the Olympics, but it's not the big Olympics every 4 years. It's the every Summer Olympics. Um, what I think it is that they have stars, but they don't have the icons on the team anymore. I think them not having Braun, them never having Curry, um, I mean even Harden to an extent, like the icons of the league. We have superstars, Tatum. I mean you could go down the list, but I think that's what it is. In the world, the world has caught up to America so much, especially in the last 10 years or so. Um, and not only that, but mentioning the top 10 players in the league are not from the states. That just also shows you how global the game is. But I think that's what it is. Is just the icons and the guys that can they do more in the game than a stat sheet almost. Because that's what it also feels like some of the guys are kind of there for. But that's all I got. That's what I think it is. And ironically, before we got on, I saw that I think LeBron is trying to petition or something for all the stars to join him for Paris next year.
Yeah.
So that's all I got on that. But LeBron kind of busted my bubble when he texted that, so or tweeted that.
He texted you.
He texted me and then he tweeted it. Yeah,
All right, bet.
yeah.
Personal if he does it before the tweet.
Right. But yeah, that's all I really got on that.
Interesting. I mean, I got a message for America, USA, America, all of it. From Cali to Florida to Arkansas. World champs of what exactly? World champs of what? Where? Like, okay, I know us as Americans because of the media training, they don't show us anything outside of this country. But we do understand that the NBA is an American business, right? So that's like you saying, I work, I don't know, like a local store, and you're saying we're a worldwide store. I don't get that. It's a very simple term, it's a very simple concept. It's an American league. You're the champion of the American league. Does that American league have the best talent around the world? Yes, but that does not make you a world champ. So that was a whole big controversy when Trey Lyles said it. I understood exactly what he meant. As soon as he said it, I didn't find no problem with it. But it wasn't up to me to show the world, the true irony and what was going on. I just let karma do that. They got taken down by Lithuania, LaMelo Ball squad, and then they also lost to Canada. Dylan Brooks went for 39 on them boys. Disgusting defeat, disgraceful. And now they're trying to galvanize the troops, but this is their fault. This is the NBA's fault. The superstars stopped going. They thought that they could just roll out whoever. This ain't the 80s anymore, fam. And even in the early 2000s, you remember we got silver. That's when the whole Redeem team had to be made because the previous one wasn't doing it. And that was with superstars. So this is the NBA's fault. So now, yeah, obviously they're going to go squad up. But, man, it's still not going to be easy. Did you see that Canada squad? Them boys had a
Yeah, if that was a real team, they would be
competitive.
They would be contenders if that was a real team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Canada squad is nasty. So yeah, I mean that's just what I got to say about it. I just laughed that people took that so personally. It just showed me like the true, idiotic, patriotic American mindset, but yeah, go beat Lithuania first and then come back.
Yeah, I mean, I hope all these, especially like Braun.
I heard Bron's gonna get KD, Steph,
Oh,
AD.
okay, so you heard the same thing. I mean, that would be awesome if they like Avengers assembled. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? For one more run, because
Let's go.
Braun ain't gonna be around for that next one. KD might not be around for the next one. Steph won't be. I mean, hopefully all these boys, but they're old. They're gonna be a lot older. So that would be awesome to see them. Meet at the watchtower together. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool to see. Yeah, that'd be definitely cool to see.
All right, man. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, I think that's
Oh, I got one thing. FaceTime Fridays.
Yes, sir.
Real quick weekend. How we feeling in the weekend? Of any minds have changed over news? Maybe we could talk real quick about this Monday night. Not a letdown. It's a defensive battle, but we got superhero Zach Wilson in here. Oof. And I want to say thank you for everybody to watching and commenting and text and all that stuff. Last video that was awesome. It's cool that people are enjoying this. And when we yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we'll talk to you Friday real quick, and then tune in for next week, week 2 recap, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, man. Holla at you. Ciao, 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 ciao.